Three in the pipe weight there. All right, this is Paul Helms. That's so stupid. I gotta edit that out. Paul Helms here with another video, and today we're going to cover our local archery range, Indian Creek. 3 practice arrows right in the middle. We're going to walk this nice concrete path that leads into a very, very nice public range here in Ohio. We got bales ranging from 10 all the way out to 70 yards out there. See you at target 1. All right, target 1. There's a highly likely chance we're going to get wet today. That's okay. This is Ohio, and when it decides it wants to have a little bit of rainy season, it rains a lot. So if you want to get out and shoot, you got to take the chance on getting a little bit wet. This is target 1. Each station that they have has these new bags now, and every couple of years they'll upgrade and change. It used to be that they had them big block targets, and then they got a little old and started rotting in and out over the years, but they keep it up pretty good. I would rather have like a 3D animal, like they used to have these burlaps with like the little 2D animals on there, and I kind of like that, but this is really nice to have. It's about 25 minutes from the house, somewhere to get outside the backyard and put your shot to work, so I kind of enjoy it and appreciate it. So target 1, stakes are these, if you can see them. They're the wood 4x4s cut off. Target 1's about, I don't know, 12 yards. It's not far. So I'm just going to aim center of the yellow and see what we do. If I can aim. Done. All right. Inside the yellow, just on the left side of it. Right there. All right, see you at target 2. All right, so the main focus for me today out here, like I said, I like to get outside the backyard sometimes because you get really comfortable, and sometimes you don't have to focus as much in the backyard to get the desired result. You get outside your comfort zone, you come out to a place you're not familiar, and I think we have a four-wheeler coming down the path. Maybe not, hopefully not. But anyway, you get outside the backyard, and sometimes it makes you have to use a little bit more mental control. You have to try just a little bit harder. So today my focus is mainly making sure that I get through all my words, and I want a slight hesitation, a slight pause after here I go, and just to make sure that I'm doing things correctly and right. And I want to be able to do that every single time. I haven't been shooting a lot here lately, so mental control has gotten a little weak. It's not going away. I'm still shooting pretty well, but it's not up to where I was, and I want to get back there. We have World Archery 3D coming up in the United States in 2026, and I am going to be on that team come heck or high water. Whatever I got to do, I don't care how much kind of work I got to put in, I will be on that team, Lord willing. All right, so we got a little bit of an obstruction to this target with a little bit of veg. So I'm going to back the camera up a little bit so maybe you can see it. I'm going to zoom in for you so you can kind of see the impact of the arrow. I don't know why when I go to 10 zoom it wants to get weird. All right, there we go. Okay, here we go. This is about 18-ish yards. Like a name. Done. All right, it's a little closer than that because I held about a 20-yard hold, and if you see, I impacted well high. So I'm going to shoot that again, and I'm going to adjust my gap and shoot a better shot. All right, here we go. Throw back an aim. Done. All right, and I overcompensated the gap holes in my head just a little bit low, but that's all right. That's what we're here for. Let's map out them gaps, and I'll see you at target 3. All right, target 3, as you can tell, is very, very obstructed. It's okay. It's about 27 yards. With the new anchor, I'm about 25-yard point on, so I'm going to hold a little high. But like you only seen the last target, I hit inches high, inches low, and I'm not going to edit that out. I'm going to be truthful. I hit where I hit, and I'm not going to take that out. You're not going to see me just post good shots, I promise you that. So I'm going to shoot through all this vegetation, and we're going to see what happens. All right. I don't have my rangefinder on me, so I'm just guessing at these. I'm guessing this is about 27, 26, 27. Back an aim. Done. All right. Impacted just a hair high. So I don't know if you can see that or not. Oh, see. No, you can't. I'll show you when I get down here. Hold on just a second. All right, so here's where I impacted. It's just high of the center, but right and left, really, really good. So that tells me that my form is good. I'm just having to learn where to hold my point, because I just really started shooting this bow today with the new anchor. I've been shooting that long bow, and so I've gotten used to that, where it's 20-yard point on, and I'm having to hold, you know, almost right out of the insert on 3 animals to hit center with that. Well, this is a 25-yard point on, and so I'm just having to learn all them gaps as I go on the fly, and I'm guessing at the yardage. So I've got 2 variables in here. I'm unsure exactly of the exact yardage, and I am also learning a new gap profile of this bow, which is coincidentally, not coincidentally, but it's the DOS HT21. So that's 21-inch riser. I'm shooting RC Carbon Woods. They're mediums, 50 pounds, rated on a 17. So with this 21 and my little short draw length, I'm getting 40 pounds exactly, pulling on the fingers. So we are at target 4, I think. Should be 4. And we're sitting roughly 23-ish yards. So we'll zoom in so you can see the target there. I don't know what's the deal with this thing. When I go to a 10 zoom, it wants to blur, so I'm having to kind of do it manually. All right, here we go. Say 23 yards. Let me know in the comments if you would rather me keep me in frame for the shot or zoom in on the targets. Let me know in the comments. All right. My wrist sling on so I don't throw the bow. About 23 yards. I'll hold bottom of the yellow. Back an aim. Done. All right, that was very, very good. So I guessed it right, and I shot it really good. So it was about 23 yards, and I held bottom of the yellow, and I hit, you can see it, you can't see it. I hit center, top of the center yellow ring. All right, I'm gonna go grab these arrows, and I'll meet you at target 5. All right, target 6. I'll turn you around just a second. So I'm gonna do a mix until I get the feel for the room. how y'all like to see these shots, whether you want me in the shot or just the target zoomed in. I'll just do a mix of both. All right, so I'm gonna turn this around. All right, this is gonna be, I'll stay zoomed in right here so you can catch both of us. And this is gonna be a, I'll guess it when I get on the stake. Hold on just a second. So from right here, I'm gonna guess this to be 20-ish, 20, let's say 21 yards. So again, I'm gonna hold bottom of the yellow. Maybe just outside the yellow. Go back and aim. Done. All right, great shot. That is right in the center. Almost as center etch as you can get. You see it right there. All right, I'm proud of that. That was a good shot. I'll walk you up here as I collect. This is a really cool course. Pavement all the way around. I mean, granted, the pavement's a little wore out. It's got moss over it sometimes. It gets a little slick when it's raining, but it's free, so I appreciate it. I appreciate the state doing a little bit of extra work for us people that like to get outdoors and do a little bit of something. All right. Onward to target 7. So I'm going to do a little something different that I don't really see a lot of other channels doing. And I'm going to let the subscribers really drive what videos that you want to see. Instead of me just trying to come up with stuff on my own, what I think you might want to hear or see, I'm going to go based off of subscriber questions and see if that will do well. So I'm going to do one here in a little bit. I had one subscriber, and I'm going to get on there and I'm going to do a short, probably do a short or a reel, whatever you want to call it. They ask about tab and how to trim the tab and all that. So I'm going to do a short here after we shoot the course, maybe back up up top where we started out at. So I'm going to turn around here. I'm going to zoom in on the target on this one instead of seeing me, and we'll see what happens. This is target, what I say, 7. Let's see if 10 zoom will work. No. All right. Lets me go to about 7 point. I get 8, 9.5, and then it'll go blurry after that. All right, so this is going to be about 17, 18 yards. So I'm going to hold the tip of my arrow for gap just outside of the black center ring. Go back and aim. Done. All right. Great shot, I think. Well, yep, right in the center X. All right, I'm gonna go collect that, and we'll be right back. All right, target 8. You guessed it, it's a bag. All right, this is a relatively short course, but it really helps me see the benefits of the new anchor. And all that. I don't know if you can see me in this one or not. Let me turn a little bit. Maybe you can. My head ain't that big. So this is going to be another, 15-yard shot, 16-yard shot. I'm going to hold right outside the black center again. The last one I wasn't center X. I was about yay far above the X. So still in the yellow good though. Go back at me. Done. All right. That release kind of was a little wonky on that one. No big deal. I was just outside that center. I'm up in there in the just outside that black. I'm gonna shoot one more. I don't like that. Let's shoot another one. Make it a good shot. My release was not great on that one. Got a little plucky. Come back in. Done. There we go. All right. All right. Bottom of the yellow. Right inside the bottom of the yellow on that one. All right. I'll go collect these. I'll see you at target 9, which is going to be really interesting. All right. Told you this was interesting. This is actually target 9, 10, 11, and 12. I don't know if you can tell, but we are on an elevated platform. And we have several targets to choose from. So if I had to guess, I'm gonna shoot this, well, let me turn you around like you can see. Shoot this one first, and I'm gonna zoom in on all these because I'm unable to stand in front of the tripod. We'll go in. Hey, I'm actually able to zoom into 11 on that one. All right. I'm going to shoot this one for 25 yards. Should be point on. So I'm going to aim right in the yellow and we'll see what happens. Nice. All right, that should be in the yellow from what I can tell. Just a little bit to the right. I'm having to really figure out the release side of things on this new anchor because I am in front of my face a little bit. Let me explain. So my old anchor was here. I'm beside my face. My new anchor's here. So I'm more in front of this big fat jaw of mine. My head's not the smallest, and so when I'm coming around, I have a tendency to pull off the face a little bit. So I'm really having to concentrate on driving that tension to stay on the face on this new anchor, which is whatever. It's just practice. It's all about putting in reps, right? So no excuses on my end. I'm just letting you know that sometimes I'm going to impact a little bit weird. All right, I can do that one from forward. All right, so this one right here is like 15 yards. It's pretty close. So tell me what this release looks like. All right, so I know at 25 I'm point on, 20 I'm holding somewhere bottom of the 10 ring. This one's gonna be just outside of the black ring on the bottom below the yellow. That's where I'm gonna hold. Now, it may work, it may not. This is all about learning where I need to hold at, right? So, go back in there. Done. Here I go. All right. Same thing, I'm in the yellow. Oh, let me turn you around. I'm in the yellow, almost identical to that 25-yard shot down there. I'm in the yellow just on the right side of it. Height was good though. So I just need to bring that arrow in alignment just a little bit better. That makes a whole lot of sense. All right, I don't know if I can get in front of this one to shoot. Maybe. Yeah, maybe. I'll zoom in when we're done. This one's a poke. This one's gonna be 31 or 2 yards. So I'm not sure that, where's that? I'm not sure that I'm gonna be able to, okay, maybe you can see it. I don't know where to hold on this one. This is gonna be weird. I'm gonna hold top that, well, you can't see it, but I'm gonna hold, there's a small black circle. You've been seeing the bags. It's got the red ring, the small black circle above the yellow. I'm gonna hold in it and see what happens. I don't know. It might be too high. Maybe I just need to hold top of the yellow. I don't know, but I'm gonna hold that black and see what happens. Done. Okay, that's not high enough. That was a pretty good shot, and I fell low of the yellow. Let's see. Come on, zoom in. Zoom. You can see the arrows just under the yellow. So I'm gonna do another arrow. Maybe you can see it still. And I'm gonna hold top of like up there where the morel is. That's better. It was just outside, a little bit tall though. Okay. All right, cool. Well, now I have an idea. I have an idea where to hold it. 31 yards, 32 yards. All right, let's see. I don't know if you can see that one or not. All right there. Uh-oh. My tripod's been weird. Hold on. All right. I can shoot that one from here. This one's stupid close. This one's like 10 yards. Really good hunting shot. This is how far I like to shoot. Okay. Go back and aim. Done. Oh yeah, center X, almost. Okay. I'm gonna go collect all these arrows. There's gonna be a lot of walking involved right quick. I'm gonna pause you, and I'll see you on target. I forget the count. I think it's like 12. I don't know. I lost count. I'll let you catch up to it. All right. So this is a fun shot right here. It's gonna be 26 yards, 27, through a gap. All right, there we go. Okay. So I'm gonna shoot just behind y'all. And we'll find out what happens. Go back and aim. Done. Alright. Good height just to the left, or to the right again. Let me figure that out. I'm going to shoot one more. So it seems the longer my shots are, the more I'm impacting to the left, which is an indicator of just needing a tweak in my tune, or I need to pull that string blur in right where I need it. So try this one more time. Go back and aim. Done. Alright. That was a little tall. Centering is a lot better, so I really was just concentrating on a new string blur on that shot. One more, and we're gonna put it all together. New string blur and really good concentrated shot here. Making sure my point's where it needs to be. Go back in aim. Done. Yeah. It hit right with that first arrow. Oh no, wait a minute. I can't tell. I can't tell, Scotty. No, it looks like it's... I don't know. I can't see it. Let me shoot one more. Should have brought my binoculars. Well, they're still high, so maybe my point on carries from 25 all the way out to like 27. So let me just go point on. Go back in aim. Done. Okay. Yes. So apparently it does. So I'm right on the right side of the yellow on that one. And it seems my point on carries another. If it is in fact 27, it might be a little closer and I'm just misjudging yardage, which is probably the case. So I'm gonna go grab them and see if we can't put it together for this next target, because it is 29 yards. I'll be right back. All right. So I have noticed that my impacts, the farther I get into the course, especially at the longer shots, are starting to impact like my substance a little bit stiff, which there's two reasons for that. One, it could be stiff. Or two, I could be shooting a little bit weaker of a shot with a little bit of fatigue in the back and whatnot. So it could be those two things, which is, I mean, that's what we're here for. We're learning to see what happens under pressure and when you get tired. Because the perfect tune that you have in the backyard when you're really rested, it's not going to be the same tune when you get on a course under pressure and you get a little fatigued. It's going to change a little bit on you. So I want the happy medium in between the two. So this is, I remember ranging this before from the stake right here, and it is 29 yards. So just going to shoot it for that. I'm just going to aim like in between the two black circles up top. I'm gonna really try to pull through good on this one. Go back and aim. Done. Here I go. That was a really good shot. And I hit exactly where I was looking. So that don't make a lot of sense. Maybe the point on is farther than I think with this thing. I don't know. I know the longbow ain't 29 yards point on for sure. Let's do another one. I'm gonna aim just to the top of the yellow. Go back and aim. Done. Centered it. All right, so turn it around. That's a pretty good shot too. Felt good. All right, there you go. That is centers XX and just above it. So maybe my point on's more than 25, more than I thought. It's okay. I mean, that's what I'm out here doing. We got one more target that I know is around the 25-yard mark. So I'm going to hold dead center on that one and see if it impacts high. If it is, then I was off a little bit on my guessing of point on. But I fixed my left and right by moving what's called string blur. I did a video on that, and I have a mayfly my backup. I did a video on that, so I'll cover it a little bit here. What string blur is when you're at full draw, the blur of your string that you see in your sight in correlation to where it is on the riser or whatever. I have my string blur to get it centered. What I just did is I put my string blur on the edge, would be the left edge of the riser. I was more, let's see, I was more off the left edge of the riser, and it was leaving them a little bit to the right. Just take that, it's basically using a back sight, and you're just lining everything up. So I'm gonna go get this 2 arrows right here, and I'll meet you at the last target. All right, last target, right there. I guess I'll just shoot it like this. I'm gonna say it's at least 25. I was 29, so holding at the top of yellow. I'm gonna hold this just on the bottom of the yellow. See what happens. Everybody can aim. Done. Here I go. Left and right was good. I just hit a little bit to the left or to the right. I'm just on the left side or the right side of that, right about there. I'm gonna shoot it on, bring that blur in a little bit more. Go back and aim. Done. Alright, that's the same. If you can see it, it's just a little bit higher, but the same amount of right. I just shot that really strong. I held point on instead of up under the yellow, so I'm gonna hold bottom of the yellow again and try to get this center. Tell you what, fatigue is real right now. I'm tired, sweaty, hot, but no excuses. Let's put it in there. Go back and aim. All right. I pulled that bar way over, had a really good strong release, and I hit left of the yellow, which is what I wanted. I wanted to be able to bring that back over mentally. I just did it too far. Let's shoot again. Go back and aim. Done. There it goes. Nice. Okay. I'm found center. I know what I was doing. It's just a little bit tall, so I'm gonna adjust my knocking points just a little bit to try to bring that point on down. I don't want it that far. So to bring your impacts up, I'm gonna go up on my knocks just a little bit. Bring that down a hair. Shoot one. I think they were at like 3/4 before. I'll put them at like 7/8. It'll help a little bit of clearance too. Back and aim. Done. Perfect. All right. Found center. You can see it. I really wish it would zoom in. I don't know why it does that. Anyway, you see the one in the center. So there we go. I'm gonna shoot one more just for the heck of it. My last one in the quarter. Got like an aim. Done. All right. A little bit right edge still in there. I'm gonna go collect those and I'll be right back. All right, last target. Let's see what we can do with it. I know it's not quite 25, I don't think. I think it's gonna be, standing here looking at it, 24-ish, almost 25. All right, I'll just shoot it like this with y'all viewership looking at me. All right, here we go. It's warm out here today. Go back and aim. Done. There we go. All right. It's on the 5 o'clock yellow line. Looks like it tastes low and just tastes right. Been having a little trouble with a little bit of right impact here these last couple of targets. Probably just because I'm getting tired. Can't pull my blur in anymore. I mean, I'm already up against my nose. I can't go. You can go on the other side of it, I guess. I don't think that would work. That hurt. Done. Okay, so I did extreme blur change. I hit about 3 or 4 inches right of or left of the yellow. I just want to see if I can move it over that far, and I can, coincidentally. So I'm gonna go about half of that. Done. All right, found it. When you find things, when you're looking for them. So I got the one that's just a little bit like right here, right, still in yellow. And I did one way out to the left, changing blur. Went about half, and there's one in the center. So that was fun, and I'm glad y'all came along with me. It's always nice to showcase where I shoot at sometimes, just to get a retrospect of people's target ranges and whatnot. So anyway, I'm gonna go back up front. Actually, I'm just gonna do it right here in the shade on a whole separate video. I gotta go find out the guy's name, or gal's name, I'm not sure. Hold on a second. All right, so that was my Indian Creek, Ohio public land 3D, not 3D, I can't talk, you know I'm tired, bag course that we have here just down the road from my house, about 25 minutes. It's a good place to get out and just stretch your legs, test your process, all that good stuff. And the weather's beautiful right now. It didn't rain on me at all. The sun come out, got real humid, and I'm sweaty. So that's good. I'm gonna cut the video here. Hope you enjoy it. I'm gonna go find out the question that inspired my, I'm gonna start doing shorts here and there about little small questions that I can answer. And a guy asked about how to trim a tab. So I'm gonna go do that, and hopefully you enjoy that. Y'all shoot straight. God bless.